is yet to come. I'm Joe Padula.
And I'm Amber Markey.
And this is the local news you need to know. Absolutely.
Good morning.
Good morning, Amber. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Yeah.
She's got the best hair in all of City Council.
Supposedly.
No. It's a fact. It's a fact. We got a lot to go over here today.
Yeah.
Some interesting topics. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Amber is one of the most insightful members of City Council because she does her homework and research. I respect that.
Got some info for you guys.
Good. Good. I wish more City Council members would do such things.
Yeah, you can only hope.
Like also remember how they voted a year ago. Oh, we'll get into that in just a moment. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom! Make some sound effects too. Don't forget to mention where you're viewing from or listening from. And yeah, share this. All right. Nashville, y'all. It's the capital of Tennessee, in case you didn't know.
Yes.
Presidential candidate. Vivek is how it's pronounced. Vivek Ramaswamy.
Okay.
This guy just surpassed DeSantis in the
Did he really?
in the polling.
I can't figure out who this guy is. I haven't been paying attention.
He's brilliant.
Okay.
He's brilliant.
Interesting.
So, well, he's coming to Nashville, and he's calling for the release of the Covenant Shooters Manifesto, which, what are we, 5 months now? And nothing?
Probably, yeah. Hey, Lori. Hey, John.
What's going on, Lori Mason? John Collins. See, they like you better than me. It's okay, though. It's all right.
It's all right.
All right, here, let's go to WSMV first.
Sure.
All right, because the press conference is set for 1 p.m. Davidson County Courthouse.
Today or?
Wednesday, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tomorrow. As of this recording of the broadcast. Live broadcast. All right, so U.S. Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy will hold a press conference. This is Wednesday in Nashville to call for the release of the Covenant school shooters' writings. Oh, yeah. So with that being said, all right, he made this announcement on Twitter. Ramaswamy said that he will host this press conference at the Davidson County Courthouse alongside political commentator Candace Owens from Daily Wire.
Interesting, yeah.
Love me some Candace.
Interesting.
There's only one problem with her, though.
What?
She's married. Right.
She has 2 kids, too.
Does she want a third? I shouldn't have said that. That's creepy. I'm sorry. My bad. So, yeah, Ramaswamy will be with Candace, also Sean Ryan, and other community leaders. So here's what he had to say.
We fought a revolution in 1776 to create a country where we, the people, held our government accountable. That government was accountable to us, not the other way around. And that means that government is accountable for telling the truth. We, the people, we can handle the truth. The truth about the COVID-19 origin and who funded the lab-created leak. We can handle the truth about what exactly happened with the vaccine mandates and the mask mandates. We can handle the truth about government-coordinated censorship with private companies. We can handle the truth with a Hunter Biden laptop story that was systematically suppressed on the eve of an election. We can handle the truth about the Jeffrey Epstein client list. We can handle the truth from our government. There is no such thing as a noble lie. No lies are noble, especially when they come from our government. That's why one of the lies that I want to get to the bottom of is what's really going on with the Nashville Shooter Manifesto. It has now been over 4 months since 6 people tragically lost their lives in that shooting. What we do know, or at least what we've been told, is that Audrey Hale, a transgender individual, shot people at a Christian school in Nashville. The FBI and the police committed to release the manifesto. We deserve to know what happened. If not, we can expect far worse in the future. I don't care whether it's the Jeffrey Epstein client lists, to the secrets of what happened on January 6th, or how many FBI agents were in the field, to what happened in the Gretchen Whitmer kidnapping case. We need
Michigan.
a government that starts telling the truth to its people again. This example in Nashville is just another case of hiding and sweeping beneath the rug what the truth actually is, which actually erodes trust in our government and in our system.
Plus, it also allows people to speculate and create rumors
Yeah.
and to do hearsay.
But wouldn't it be, I guess he's coming to Nashville, that's fine, but from what I understood, I thought that the manifesto was handed over to like the FBI, so if Nashville no longer has it, I don't think it's going to really do any good.
You don't think copies were made? Right? Pictures of each
Maybe
page
somebody
taken?
has. Maybe
I
somebody.
hear tell.
Oh, somebody who probably shouldn't have it.
I
might,
hear
and I don't
tell.
think that they would
Click.
say people.
Click, click.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, somebody may have that, but if they're not supposed to have it, nobody's going to come forward that they did something wrong, and get in trouble.
That's why they invented leaks.
That's why on Wednesday this week, I will be going to Nashville, hosting a press conference with other community leaders, other voices, demanding that we, the public, learn the truth, demanding that the FBI and the police follow through on their stated commitment to make that manifesto public. We know that transgenderism is a mental health condition. We know that it has been viewed that way for most of our national history. We know that this poses a danger to people around them when it results in school shootings like the one that we had. If that is the truth, we deserve to know. If it was something else, we still should know that too. But the bottom line is, we the people deserve a government that speaks the truth, that stands for the truth. And if the government won't do it, then we the people will stand for the truth. We will not back down from the truth. We will host that press conference in Nashville this Wednesday. We expect answers. That's how we will get to the truth.
Well, I hope you hope it works out there, Vivek.
Something. I wonder what the how many people will show and how much coverage this will get.
I think with the Daily Wire involved, a decent amount.
Yeah, you're right. Forgot they were part of that.
Right, with the Daily Wire, who's based out of Nashville.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't notice that. That makes a lot of sense now.
What's that?
That you have certain their members constantly here in Nashville doing
Oh
rally
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. They're based out of Nashville.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
And yeah, I like this guy. I like Vivek.
Okay.
I think he's a smart young man who has created businesses and medicines for people.
Okay.
And he started from the ground up.
Okay. Well, I gotta look him up. I never heard of him.
His parents are immigrants from India.
I got that based off his name and
Right.
and other.
Yeah. Ooh, look at Tim early at the comment. Good morning, Tim. How are you,
Hey.
brother? Up in New York there. Vivek Kennedy Jr., 2024. Robert Kennedy Jr.?
Is he also involved in the race right now?
Uh-huh.
Or? Okay.
Robert Kennedy Jr.,
Yeah.
who I think he's great. His voice, something happened to him where he's got some type of disease, so he talks like this, and he doesn't sound healthy. But this guy is ripped. This guy is like, yo,
Okay.
I'm a man.
Okay.
Try and kill me like you did my father. Do you know who killed his father, allegedly?
Allegedly?
Yeah, Sirhan, right? Remember that guy?
No.
Mm-hmm. Well, he just got released from prison. Paroled. So, yeah, this guy's good.
Is it capitalism when you have the Federal Reserve printing and raining money from on high like manna from heaven?
Well, I thought that
It's like is it really
the Federal Reserve is a private entity, though.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a private entity, how do we?
Created in 2013. All right. Here's how we do it. We stop getting money from them.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, his title that I will reduce the head count at the Federal Reserve. It's a private entity. You don't have the say in that. That's why I'm wondering, is there some type of subcontract going on there? I don't know.
The people making the deals
Yeah.
with the Federal Reserve, from the government standpoint, get rid of them.
I mean,
Skiing, if you're skiing on artificial snow,
Yeah.
you could
well,
try.
you're not skiing anymore if they turn off the snow machine, which is what's happened now with tight monetary policy. So, as a side note, and I think I'm the only, certainly on the Republican side, the only presidential candidate talking about this, I think we have to restore dollar stability as the sole
I hear from the
mandate
Tim
of
Cash
the
show.
U.S. Federal
Interesting.
Reserve. Cut the playing God game, managing inflation and unemployment, trying to hit two targets with one arrow, disastrously missing both. Cut that game out. We're done with it. And to say that we're restoring a single mandate of
Okay.
stabilizing the U.S. dollar. You mentioned this earlier. in the context of a different storyline, stabilize the dollar as a unit of measurement against commodities.
Yes,
Gold,
exactly.
nickel, silver.
Bitcoin.
So I think that Bitcoin, for me, for a number of reasons, does not yet meet that commodity basket. I'm a Bitcoin fan. I spoke at the Bitcoin conference. I just want to stabilize the dollar against agriculture and farm commodities, gold, silver, nickel. And there can be a point in time where Bitcoin becomes part of that commodity basket. There's some technical reasons why I wouldn't include that today. But the main point is stabilize the dollar as a unit of measurement rather than trying to actually play financial god from on high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
I like him.
So I guess would
Trump
Trump's-
likes him too.
Oh, does he? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes like this. I like Vivek. Okay.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he called me the best. He said it. He said it.
Okay.
It's gonna be Trump's gonna when Trump
me answer your-
wins.
So
When Trump wins this next presidency, you'll see.
okay.
Just
So
predicting it.
to Tim Early.
Yeah.
It's like a company owned by the government. I guess based on that explanation, it makes sense because Clarksville Gas and Water
Yes.
is also
That's right. A company.
a company. Well, they're an enterprise
Uh-huh.
company underneath
Yes.
Clarksville City government.
Enterprise, right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Nailed
so that
it.
would make sense that perhaps Federal Reserve is the same way to the feds.
Tim also goes, Vivek is right. The U.S. needs to go back to the gold standard. Well, yeah. I mean, that's when you regain.
The value
Yes.
of our money
Absolutely.
and why things were so cheap at one point
It's so expensive.
and not
And now look
inflated.
at gas, too. Yo,
And
It's
we're not
not
even
good.
that bad in Tennessee compared to like other spots.
it's not good out there. And they're going out there saying, oh, Bidenomics is working. Bidenomics is working. Look how many jobs are coming back. Well, first of all, you know.
We have a story today, though.
Yes, we do. Oh, it's not good. But yeah, I mean, when you lock down, okay, when these blue states locked down, and including red states too,
Some, yeah.
and shut down businesses, when you reopen them and everyone goes back to work, you can't count that as job creation.
Yeah. It's not
Right.
created.
That doesn't work like that. You didn't create a job. Your overbearing government got off their back and finally back on their side where they belong. But all right, let's move on. Move along. We got a lot of stories to go to over here today. But yeah, there is a journalist that was fighting to obtain the Nashville shooter manifesto. Got a
Oh, sure.
death threat and everything.
Always.
So we'll find out Wednesday. Vivek
Okay.
Ramaswamy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's pronounced Vivek. Vivek Ramaswamy. All right, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, the whole bit. Joe Quinner's in the comments. That's like counting a heart attack like a COVID death. You ain't kidding, brother.
Yeah.
Quinner's gets it.
Yeah.
He knows.
They had COVID, but they died of the heart attack, but because they had COVID at the same time, they got it as one.
That's right. There was in Florida, okay, a hospital counted this 21-year-old died in a motorcycle crash.
Oh.
Okay, his mother found his name on the COVID death list.
Oh.
Was pissed. I think this was like Palm City, Florida, something like
wow.
that. Mm-hmm. Like, follow the money, right?
Yeah.
Follow the money. Henry Walker, good morning, you awesome folks.
Hey.
I love Henry. I got a problem with Tim Early though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in the comments, he hates cheerleaders.
Okay.
Like he can't. So the Olympic Committee said, okay, cheerleading may and it could be a sport in the Olympics one day.
It depends the kind of cheerleading. If
Okay.
you're just, waving around pom-poms and dancing,
Oh,
it's
you,
not the same
you
as
pom-pom shamer.
Yeah, it's not the same as the ones who are actually doing like gymnastic flips and tumbles on the floor.
No, I want the pom-poms.
Okay.
I want the pom-poms. All right, moving right along. Here we go. Real quick, waterdogs.scuba.com.
Woohoo. Where are they going?
Uh,
Where are they at?
They recently were in the Pacific Ocean scuba diving sunken ships of World War II. Right. Isn't that something?
They got to find some sunken planes out there. That'd be
Absolutely.
cool.
Oh, that's the next trip. So sign
All
up.
right.
I
Yeah.
don't know, allegedly. But yeah, get certified, waterdogs.scuba.com. They go on all these amazing trips and boom. Even right here in Tennessee.
Yeah.
A lot of quarries we have.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, Clarksville School innovate to prevent school shootings. Jumping off of our last topic. Here's WKRN, Clarksville Schools innovate. Let's see how they innovate. Is it the same machine story that they keep talking about?
I wish they would explain how that works.
Yeah, it very interesting technology. It's the same technology they use at Bridgestone Arena and Titan Stadium or Nissan Stadium.
Preventing school shootings became a priority for
Hey,
local
it's Haley
districts
Wiggins.
after the Covenant school shooting tragedy.
Montgomery County is taking more steps to make sure guns are kept out of schools. News 2's Nikki McGee continues our special
Nikki.
reports on protecting school kids.
She gives us an inside look at what might be what some districts.
Sorry. I saw Sound of Freedom yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yo, you got to go see this.
All right.
You have to go see this.
Okay. I'll figure out a time.
We got a lot of work to do.
Oh, I'm sure.
We got a lot of work to
Yeah.
do.
What some might call the district situation room.
Covenant was a horrific act of violence that took place in March.
So, real quick, I hate to keep pausing it, but if you get that film, that it's not bulletproof, but it's shatterproof film that you
Yeah.
put on the windows,
Yeah.
it stops that from happening, where someone could shoot out the
okay.
window and open up a door.
Yeah. Well, it would
March
take a
of
lot
this
more
year,
force to-
and
Yes.
it definitely hit home for us.
Emily Bowers has been with the Clarksville-Montgomery County school
so far
system
apart?
for the past decade,
so
managing
weird.
the district's security for the past 6 years. And there's no question keeping students safe is a constantly evolving job.
The role in school safety has definitely changed over the years due to the amount of school shootings that have taken place. All of the school shootings that have occurred in our country, have made us to look at our security and emergency plans and make sure that we're doing everything that we can possible to mitigate these things from happening.
So what does that look like? Let's start with the very backdrop of this interview. You're getting a behind-the-scenes look at the
at the Central
CMCSS
District.
security operation.
Say it again.
That's at the Central District.
What's
on
that?
Gracie. Oh, that giant camera room.
Uh-huh.
They pretty much have a hub of all the schools.
Yeah.
And they can see the cameras
Uh-huh.
in every school at that one location.
We're at the cop station?
No. That's at the school district
Oh, okay.
downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Down at Gracie, they have a giant
Yeah.
room. That's interesting.
Operation
that they allow
Center,
people to see
or
the cameras
SOC, equipped with 60 screens constantly monitoring activity across schools, able to zoom in on any possible new. For security reasons, this is one of the few times they're making an exception when it comes to sharing it with the public.
Oh.
Yeah, see,
Something
that's
that
why I
is
said
new
that's
this
weird.
year, the Evolve Express, a weapons detection system that checks students entering the building more efficiently than a normal metal detector.
See how it works?
Evolve, you can do up to
How does it know that there's something there, though? That's
It-
what I'm trying
it's-
to figure out.
It's got to be with today's technology, which is scary at some point. But I believe it's trained or designed to look for material, as in metals, and also shape.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Interesting.
Right.
So it's almost like some type of laser or something of the sort, trying to get a percentage of.
I might be
different
wrong,
metals.
but
I gotta figure that out.
Right.
I wish they would say.
Joe Quinners knows. He goes, it's a vape prevention machine. And Tim Early goes, magnetic fields.
Yeah.
Okay, magnetic
Yeah.
fields.
Okay.
Tim has been trained on this.
That would make sense now.
Tim, cop in New York.
Okay.
to 4,000 people in 1 hour. So lots of our sporting venues, such as the Bridge.
Lori says it should be mandatory when they build a school at this point.
For what?
I believe she's talking about those magnetic fields
Oh.
that detect vape pens.
Jeez.
Right.
Zone uses evolved technology.
From the
that
metal.
way they can screen
Thank you,
many
Tim.
amounts of people in a short amount of time.
Before you can even cross those front doors, any visitors must pass multiple checkpoints. Once buzzed in the front door,
They have to gain it or be buzzed in a
Not for nothing. Get your kids out of these stupid schools anyway. Okay?
There's a lot
Don't
of,
get me wrong. We're pretty good here,
Yeah,
but it's
here.
changing. It's
There's
changing.
been a lot of interesting things happening.
Right. All right. These indoctrination centers that they call schools now, homeschool your children. Look at the test result difference between the homeschooled,
Yeah.
because it's not like just homeschool. There's homeschool communities now, and also these charter schools. I'm all for it.
Second time to gain entry into the building as well. We have racks.
Amber,
Lori.
go back to county
Yeah.
commissioner meeting around April. May
May.
Sheriff Fuson give the gist of it.
All right,
Okay.
I'll look it up.
Visitor management software where it scans against the sex offender registry as well.
Oh, yes, the film
and then
for
our
the
front
windows.
office personnel that sit behind.
Yeah, that film for the windows
yeah.
and the doors.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
it's cheap,
Yeah.
or I should say more affordable
Yeah.
than those machines.
Yeah. And like if you notice when somebody's in a car crash and their windshield is like shattered, they have to like pull it apart pretty
That's
much to pull it out. So even if it shatters and all that, it would take a bit of force and time to
Just-
get through.
You can't go cheap. It's like getting your windows tinted. If you go cheap, you're gonna get the guy that when all the bubbles are gonna be in it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you suck.
Side note though, make sure your tints are within regulations because CPD's been giving a lot of tickets. I'm just telling
Party
you.
pooper over here.
No, look.
Amber Party
look,
Pooper Marquis.
I didn't make the rule. I'm just telling you that what they're doing. If you don't want a ticket, because apparently there's a correlation between the amount of pedestrians getting hit at night with the
tint.
tints. Yeah. So they decided to go after tints now.
I went up to a girl. She had a nice car, and she had the tints. And I go, nice tints. And then she slapped me.
Oh, I don't.
The desk have an emergency button feature through that they can press if they are in the need of help.
Also eliminating threats at the front door, quite literally, each will have a new ballistic film covering.
All right,
the
cool.
technology works to stop bullets from breaking through glass. These are just a few of dozens of measures Clarksville schools are taking.
Bullets and like hammers and
I mean,
breaking devices.
I would imagine that a hammer should.
I watched
it
the
would take a
video
lot
of
force.
the sledgehammer, of the
Oh,
guy
the sledgehammer?
taking a sledgehammer to it.
Yeah, but-
It took a while.
Yeah, and
to
I
break in.
will say with sledgehammer, a lot of people don't know how to properly use a sledgehammer. As weird as it may sound, there is a technique to actually properly use it. Like firefighters know, and if you give a sledgehammer to a random person, they're just kind of holding it as if it's a hammer, and they can't generate enough force to really use it properly. So, I mean, there's that too.
There's a much cheaper way of doing this all.
Take your kids out of school.
Hangings.
Oh.
Public hangings.
Yeah.
Okay? Public hangings.
Nah.
Convicted pedos and convicted people that want to do harm to children.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang them up.
Eh?
Hang them up right in front of the door.
They do in Mexico.
You do see? You do the kids to give high fives to the person hanging there dead.
Yeah.
Right.
We were stationed in Fort Bliss, and even then, there were times where there was some sketchy stuff. like across the border, like you would find bodies just hanging. Somebody brought a priest.
Oh boy.
Who the note was like he was a pedophile and everything.
Oh,
like his
no.
head of his genitals in a bag on
Yeah.
the steps. And we're like, what is happening on this town?
Yo, stop touching kids.
It was like,
Stop
okay.
touching kids.
Yeah, they get serious on that.
Mel Gibson and Don Wahlberg are, from what I understand, teaming up
Okay.
to do a movie about exposing the kid stuff
Mm-hmm.
in Hollywood.
Yeah,
Mel Gibson's going to be killed.
There's a couple of Hollywood actors over the years I found out that's been involved in trying to stop stuff like that. Who the girl who plays Andrea, I believe her first name is actually Lori, from The Walking Dead, the blonde from like the first 2 or 3 seasons. She was also one of the people going out on missions, helping human trafficking, like in Guatemala and stuff like that.
Right.
Ashton Kutcher also
Ashton
does a
that's
lot
right.
of cyber stuff with stopping pedophiles.
Go watch The Sound of Freedom. And I'll tell you what, you and your husband can get a free ticket. Go to angelstudios.com. Download the app, Angel Studios. I mean, their programming is fantastic.
That's interesting.
They're anti-Hollywood, and it's all self-funded.
Oh.
And so many pay it forward tickets.
Yeah.
You can get some tickets if you go on there. It's unbelievable, and they got so many other programs. You got to watch The Chosen.
Yeah.
It's an amazing show. Tim Early, they laughed at Corey Feldman when he tried to tell us about how bad it was. Yes, Corey Feldman. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that too.
Henry Walker, hire or ask for volunteers of retired veterans. I like that idea too at the schools.
I brought that up to the sheriff.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea what the
Did he laugh at you
issue is.
or?
He didn't laugh at me.
Yeah.
He just seemed very hesitant and not sure how to begin to implement that. So at least that's what I got from it. But nothing's come about it since I spoke to him last year.
Henry goes on to say, most of us have kids, grandkids, along with technology. Seems like no fail to me. I also want to propose, if you don't have kids in the school system, property tax is lowered.
I mean, the city
Okay.
does pay like more than half of the taxes
Right?
to the schools.
How much money goes into the school every year, tax-wise?
So the budget that we did was like 156 million. Of that, 83 million goes to the school. A little more than half.
Wow. For 40 schools here in this district.
Yeah. And that's not even, that's just the city side. They get money from the county.
That's just
they
the
get
city
money,
side, right.
Yeah, they get money from the county, the state,
State,
they get
the
federal,
federal.
and they also get grants.
Right.
Their budget is literally the city and the county and more combined.
Uh-huh. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And these kids are so stupid.
unfortunately.
Yo, when are you going to learn? Throwing money at this is not helping your kids get smarter. All right? It's how they're raised. It's the culture.
Yeah.
William Davis checking in. I'm really feeling the heat of this Hollywood strike. Yo, and that's what's great about this Angel Studio, too. They're exempt from the Hollywood strike.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So the writers and the actors that are all on strike,
Or are there some? I don't follow Hollywood.
good for you.
Important to me.
Good. See, that's why I love Amber.
Why are they on strike?
Seeking to keep
Because they're afraid of AI taking their jobs and they want more money.
Okay.
All right.
your child safe, as well as active threat drills 4 times a year designed to catch students off guard, like at lunch or in between classes. With evolving threats, many on social media, school officials leave students with this.
Combined, federal, state, county, city,
Combined.
would you say our schools here get more or less than $500 million a year?
I think it's around that range.
Wow.
If you count
Wow.
grants.
With grants,
With
right.
grants, yeah.
$500 billion
Yeah.
a year.
Roughly. If you count the grants. I think their official budget it's like 380 million or something like
Mm-hmm.
that roughly, but they get lots of grants also.
Yo, money's not fixing the problems.
Grants and then gifts and donations. So when you count all of that, it's about
Tim Riley's right. It's Holly Weird. Yo. Oprah Winfrey. Quincy Jones. It's not good.
no.
It's not good. Okay, never mind. We'll get into that another day. That's like for the afternoon show. That's some afternoon show stuff.
I will say that our school system has about 40,000 kids in it from kindergarten to 12th grade.
Right.
So we'd have to do the math, but if you divide that math, it's a lot of money that is counted per student.
How many students?
About 40,000.
Alexa, what is 500 million divided by 40,000?
500 million divided by 40,000 is 12,500.
Per student, yeah. You can homeschool for like a lot less. Like a full curriculum, maybe $500 with labs and all the materials.
Here's my campaign.
Yeah.
Defund the schools. Defund the schools. I know, Amber, you
It's
don't
gonna-
have to say anything, okay?
It's a
City council
sexy
member?
topic.
Defund the schools. Here's why, or how I say defund the schools. Like I said earlier, if you don't have a child in the system, you get a tax break or a lower property tax. You will vote for me. Vote for me. Ward 6.
Property taxes from the county is a lot more than the cities.
How much is spent per student? Okay, yeah, about 12,500.
That any message
William
alluding
Davis,
to
amen.
school threats will be treated as if you said bomb in an airport.
Oh yeah, and
In every
John Collins made a point too.
What did John say?
Why did we have to rely on Clarksville citizens to donate school supplies? They got thousands of dollars worth from just the city employees.
Yeah.
Of donations. So add that to the amount of money that again, grants, gifts, and all that. It is about $500,000 that they get yearly.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to hear this nonsense. Oh, well, teachers have to buy their supplies. Well, obviously there's some money management going way off and wrong here. If $500 million a year is being spent on our 40 schools.
Yeah, I think that the supplies that the teachers buy, I think it's a couple of different things. Some of them are newer; they don't know the resources, so they go out of pocket. Others they just prefer certain elaborate things to their classrooms. Like I saw one that had like LED rainbow lights, or not rainbow, but like blues and purples, and just lighting up around the classroom and making it super extravagant. So they went out of pocket too. So it's not necessarily I don't know, like they have to per se. If they want certain things, they probably will.
Yeah.
But there is
But don't complain
warehouse.
about it.
Yeah.
Right. Don't complain about
But
it, teachers.
there is a warehouse for them.
Defund the teachers. That's my other campaign.
I would say more the top administrators.
You know what? Get rid of all the teachers. AI.
Oh, God.
AI teachers. Terminators. I want Terminator teachers. Okay? I want Kindergarten
All
Cop.
right,
I want
then.
Arnold
Kindergarten
Schwarzenegger.
Cop.
Yes. We make AI robots like Kindergarten Cop. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. I know he also is in the Terminator movies, so
Yeah.
people get confused. But no, it's Kindergarten Cop Arnold. Have you been eating all the kids' lunches? Stop it.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Every single threat that we get, we do take it extremely seriously, and we do pursue that by investigating.
See, Frank Lombardo, he goes, I'd be more than willing to volunteer at her school. Yeah. You got people that want to step up and hang out. And, of course,
Yeah,
Frank,
you do.
Frank, you got to watch out, though. They'll have to do a background check. No, I love Frank.
In
Frank's awesome.
Clarksville, Nikki McGee, News 2.
Bye, Nikki McGee.
This year, the
Hi,
Clarksville
Hailey.
Montgomery school system has worked with the sheriff's office to secure 55 school resource officers.
But notice you hear nothing. This is why I love auditing the media. You got the research. You did the numbers. And what do? We put it out there. Here's how much is being spent. And guess what? Those machines aren't cheap either.
I think
$250,000 a piece.
Yeah, I think the machines might have been a grant. I think.
And manning them.
Well, yeah.
Right? So here's
needs to be trained
here's the free crack. Okay? Now, once this is over in what's the contract? They got like I think it's like a 4-year contract.
Okay.
Once that contract is over, now you got to pay for it and you got to put it in each school. Alexa, what's 250,000 times 40?
250,000 times 40 is 10 million.
Yo, 10 million is a lot of dollars. Okay? I know. Throwing money at the issue is not the problem. I hear you, Amber. I hear you.
Well, also the school system they average 1,200 new students a year. So they're probably anticipating making up some of that gap within the next how many years, because they're getting new students more money.
Yeah.
So.
Lori Mason, it cost me $200 for 3 elementary students to be ready for school today. One of my groups I am purchased 166 backpacks and supplies for urban ministries. Yeah, we get some great organizations
Yeah,
out
they
there.
do a lot of back-to-school bashes.
Yay packs
Yeah.
and right. So, and it's not a drop in the bucket. Thank God for our nonprofits and private citizens who get this.
Yeah.
Right. Well, maybe we could buy backpacks, with our taxpayer money if we didn't have to spend so much on security, all these cameras. Like, did you see that room? Do you know how much money that room must cost?
Yeah, it's insane. And not,
With
not
all the
just
screens?
that room. It's also having them at every single school to connect
Right.
to that room.
Right. John Collins, monthly service, free monthly service fee, monitoring fees, software updates, repairs, etc. Right.
Yeah.
It's
Especially repairs.
right.
Yeah.
Got to get those vaping pens.
To serve across their
All right. And then on top of it, I saw this other story where students past due on lunch charges. $500 million a year. And these are the headlines.
Some parents in Humphreys County are upset over a new lunch policy. It says any students who are behind on lunch charges will get an alternate meal until the balance is paid.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
An alternate meal.
I'm sorry. Sorry you're going to get picked on being the poor kid. Okay, we've been there. It's okay.
The students will get a peanut butter or cheese sandwich with milk. For the past,
Hey, your kid's getting something when you owe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you owe. And I hate to be so angry about this.
Yeah.
I don't even have a kid. I want a kid though. I gotta bring a child into this world.
school year, district leaders say
But I gotta homeschool it.
they were left with $29,000 in outstanding balances from unpaid lunches. Students with free and reduced lunches aren't impacted by this change, but the school is urging parents to read the student parent handbook for more information on this alternate meal policy.
Yeah, listen, parents that are outraged that they fell behind. Oh, well, my child, they're more embarrassed for themselves that they forgot to pay or couldn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is. They're making it about them.
I mean, at that point, though,
Don't you bring lunches to school?
some kids do.
Yeah, then send your kids with your lunch.
Yeah.
I don't understand the outrage. Fill me in. Teach me. Teach me, Rabbi. She goes, I don't know. Oy vey. All right. Let's get off to schools. I'm sorry. Sorry, Amber. I didn't mean to get so controversial with you. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe. Keep the comments coming. Hey, you're teaching me a lot, as well as, I don't know. Can you teach Amber Marquis? She's that damn smart. Tennessee Valley Brewing Company. Oi, oi, oi. Yes, 125 Franklin Street, downtown, Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Trivia, 7 o'clock. Awesome place. I love the new venue there.
Okay.
And the kitchen, the food is fantastic.
Nice.
The same great brews, just even bigger and better.
Yeah.
Right. Tennessee Valley Brewing Company. Check them out. All right, here we go. All right. This is really why you're here today, Amber.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure.
This nonsense that's going on. Just build this already is my initial feeling.
Okay.
Get this built. You got the old Vulcan area, okay, owned by Charles Hand, right?
Yes.
So boom, they knock it down. They do whatever they got to do to the grass and everything, and to make it livable,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So here's College Street. This will all have to be changed as well, but you got this developer who wants to come in and build
Yep.
this amazing, in my opinion,
Yeah.
amazing semi-pro capable baseball field with hotels and shopping and living. Right.
Yep.
Okay. Well, now you got people going, well, we want this to be affordable housing. Is that accurate in a nutshell?
I believe that's what they believed it was going to be initially, but there's a lot more going on behind the scenes.
All right, fill us in. Well, here, real quick, Lori Mason.
Yeah.
But there again, many have offered to volunteer, and no one will step up to task or organize a real game plan to have them at a possible at risk schools. Government officials, minus a few, never use their elected positions to improve. But boy, they sure can tear down and get rid of everything here. So many others, crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lori's heated on this one, on the school topic.
Oh.
Yeah, that's her passion.
Yeah.
Well, Lori, you're going to be replaced by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Anyway, so I'm sorry. You have no say. I love Lori. Expansion will be coming to Nashville soon. Clarksville would be a great spot for a farm.club.
Farm club?
Yo, so Clarksville's about to pass Chattanooga as the fourth most populous city in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So, Clarksville Now put this out the other day. I covered it yesterday a little bit, but I needed you.
Yeah.
I was flying solo yesterday.
Okay.
I needed someone with brains.
Okay.
So it says questions on affordable housing at their city council debate on stadium development. Now this is in Ward 6 downtown.
Yes, and then the Red River is on the left side of this map. Yep, that's the Red River right there.
Mm-hmm. So here's College Street.
Yep.
Here's Hornbuckle. Good luck making a left at it here if there's no light. We got to put in a light there, but that's not cheap either. Putting in these traffic lights.
No, not at all. It's super expensive, actually.
How much would you say per traffic light?
It depends on the intersection, but it can range between $250,000 up to $2 million and change.
Unbelievable.
It depends on the intersection, how many turning lanes,
That's right.
And all that.
All right, so okay. Dun, dun, dun. The need for affordable housing was at the center of a recent city council debate. Were you there?
Yes.
Okay, over the Vulcan mixed use and entertainment district.
Yep.
It's called that for a reason, right? Mixed use and entertainment district. Why is that?
Well, because it's.
And you spoke to the developer.
I did.
Okay.
it's because it is mixed use. There's retail, there's hotel, apartments. The stadium baseball field that they're trying to build is not solely going to be used for that. It's going to be used for other activities, like community activities. The way it was described was pretty much a community center without a roof.
Right.
So, and they're trying to also do like kid camps, adult camps, farmers markets. Like they're going to try to keep that stadium going all day, all the time, all the year long. Or not just minor league baseball.
We got to get Lori in the studio.
Oh.
She needs to get in here.
Yeah.
And just let it all out.
Yeah, well, I agree that there's a lot of ridiculous spending, but I can't figure out how to get through some of the walls here. But
I do. I came in like a wrecking ball. Telling you.
Yeah.
Ward 6, get me in, vote me in. I will be the bull in the china shop.
Yeah.
Okay? I will call out these actors that sit on these seats. That wear these masks, okay, on camera, but in person they're all huggy, lovey-dovey. Can't even hear you.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
So, let's see. So initially, the TIF money, which is tax incentive financing, it's taxpayer money used to incentivize certain things for the community.
Lori Mason, hold on to that. A damn grocery store over by Ward 6.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to get into that in just a moment.
Yes. So last year when this was presented, it was supposed to be still mixed use, and it was supposed to be retail at the bottom, apartments at top, kind of like the Singletary PUD on the 101st and P Ridge. We did that. It was that's what
right.
this was supposed to initially be also. The plan changed because it seemed like, well, for starters, the stadium, multifamily, the retail, and the hotel are actually going to be divided into 4 sections. So it's going to be 4 different developers developing them individually.
So one developer.
Yes. There's
All different companies or?
Yeah, all different companies.
Right. So it's not just one company building this.
There's one developer right now who came up with this plan. The PUD is really supposed to kind of contract all 4 of them to build a plan in unison.
Thank you, Lori.
That's what it is. So this developer came up with this plan, and then now the other 3 are, once we approve this, if it gets approved, the other 3 are supposed to fall in line and actually do what this plan says. That's really more why they did it this way.
One developer doing the sports complex, one developer doing the family, and one developer,
2.
Another developer doing.
Yeah, it's 2, but they're going to do it together.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing. Yeah. And then, so the blue here are all sidewalks. At the very bottom along College Street, there's like a hatch. Those
So this is College Street, and it's going to be sidewalks?
Yes, and it's not just sidewalks like the ones that we've been seeing around town. Those are 8-foot sidewalks.
Okay, these are pretty wide.
Yes, kind of like big inner city, New York City size sidewalks.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the discussion when talking about College Street itself?
I believe that it was... Well, one particular member just said that College Street needs to be widened and it can't deal with this traffic or whatever. I know that with the bus stop, they are going to have a pull-off so that the bus isn't on College Street.
College, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
And I do understand there was conversations of maybe having a turning lane, but also a traffic light may be installed as well.
I believe they spoke about that. I'm not sure where that's gonna go yet. I wasn't really focused on that area.
Tim Early there. Just like NYC sidewalks, minus the homeless and weed trucks. All right, and
so
this.
Then that shows a bit more of the entrances. So it's gonna have 2 different entrances. One is more gonna be geared toward like the apartments, so that way they have an entrance, and then the other side.
A traffic light would have to be put here.
It would have. I would say
absolutely.
It would have to be somewhere there.
Absolutely.
Oh, it does say traffic light in it. Yeah.
Yep.
In that section there. Yeah, on home. That would make sense there. And then the other dark blue, right in, right out, second entrance. Yeah, for the apartments there.
Yep.
So yeah, and then that other blue will be the primary entrance for the other side of the area. So like the hotel, the retail, and the stadium.
Speaking of, Lori Mason brought up grocery store.
Yeah. So
did this developer bring up anything such as?
Yeah, so I spoke to him about that also because Ward 6 is a food desert. And being that it's right next to the Red River District.
Who represents Ward 6?
Wanda Smith.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. Wanda, you're such an activist. I can't wait to see you in person. I love you. I miss you. But, man, I'm done. I'm done with you. I really am. So is everyone else. That's why Rashida's working on this, who's a county commissioner, with Karen, who's rightfully named Karen. But yeah, it's not even her ward. But go on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rant.
So you have Red River District, and then you have Austin Peay next to it. And so there's no like supermarket or anything of that sort out there. So I spoke to the developer about the retail, asking him what type of stuff, he's gonna attempt to put there.
And
he said that he would love to have a smaller chain supermarket. He did mention Trader Joe's, but that's not in the books yet. He's talking to them.
He's mentioned a Trader Joe's.
Yeah, he did. That he's attempting to get them to.
I would love
do that.
a Trader Joe's.
Yeah. However,
in my backyard.
Yeah. However, a lot of people in Clarksville would.
Yeah.
However, he did say that if he is unable to get them to go there, then the next thing that he was looking at was kind of like, in New York City at least, and New Jersey, there's a term called bodega, which is like small.
Unless you're Jill Biden, then you call it what'd she call it? A bodega.
Oh.
Yeah, she screwed it up. Yeah,
so
bodega.
Yeah,
right.
so it's
convenience store.
Yeah, it's a convenience store
with cockroaches.
You can buy your staples. You can buy your milk, your eggs, bread.
That's right.
Canned goods and.
Now I hope he gets some type of Trader's Joe.
Like yeah, I hope that they would agree to that too.
So they're fighting. Well, why is Karen fighting? And they're saying City Council. It's not all of City Council.
Yeah.
Why is Karen bringing up? We want this to be affordable housing. What is that about?
So, I think so.
And real quick, what street is this?
Hyman.
Thank you. Okay, go on.
Hyman. I don't know. Whoever pronounces it.
Stop saying Hyman.
So the last year when we voted on the TIF for this.
Yeah. And the TIF is a tax incentive for companies coming in to help develop
the Vulcan area.
Right.
It's not just this little section. It's a lot bigger than this section. But
That's
because this section is being developed, it falls under that TIF jurisdiction. So last year when we voted on TIF, the affordable housing was not part of it. Karen made an amendment to say that if a developer builds any type of housing in a TIF district, then 10% of the housing has to be considered affordable under the HUD standards.
Okay.
And so now that this came out, because there are apartments there, the question becomes, is it affordable or what's happening there? And so there was a confusion on if they're going to use the TIF money, because it seemed at first that, well, they're just going to zone this. They haven't applied for TIF, and therefore they're telling us that, well, they can't guarantee that they're not using that money. And if they don't use TIF, then they're not obligated to build affordable housing because it's private money. If they use the TIF, then they are. From what I spoke to the main developer, the multifamily, the retail, and the hotel are all privately funded.
So they won't be using the TIF.
They will not be using the TIF.
So they don't have to have 10% set aside to affordable housing.
Correct.
So why is Karen getting all upset?
Because it was not presented to us this way. It was presented as a all-in-one plan. And that because it was in the district, it was, I guess, assumed that that they were just using the TIF, because we knew that the stadium is using the TIF. He told me that he's developing the stadium.
So 10% of the seating will be affordable seating. How about that? How about we come to a compromise here? I don't understand what the big problem is.
Housing.
Right.
No. So because
well, this won't be zoned for residential.
No,
the stadium part.
No, it's a whole PUD. So
PUD. I love that.
Well, because we knew that the stadium was using the TIF, it didn't make sense as to why the housing was not using a TIF. So it felt as if, or it appeared as if, they were trying to skirt around doing affordable housing, but it was never explained to us that it was actually individual developers and that each developer would have to apply for the TIF.
Right.
So that part was never explained. And then now knowing this, it makes more sense that because the other 3 are privately funded. They're
Right.
not using that.
They're not going to use the TIF.
No, they're not
so,
using tax money.
So the argument is over then.
In theory, yes, for this. However, the issue now becomes that they want to change the language to the TIF because there is a section that Karen did include, and she didn't realize how it could be used against it, because there's a provision in there that she put that said in lieu of housing, they can pretty much negotiate a different thing. So they don't have to do. Yeah, she did that.
Didn't Wanda Smith vote against this?
She voted against the
last
affordable
year.
Housing. Yeah, I went back to watch the videos to remind myself how the vote went down and what every person argued, and she did. I don't know why.
And why was there going to be a catfight between Stacey Streetman and Karen?
Because Stacey Streetman said that the TIF was not part of the zoning, that it's an individual thing and has nothing to do with the RPC, which they don't. They got nothing to do with
Stacey's right on that.
Yeah, but then the way it also came out, and again, because there were things that were left out and we didn't know about information, it also came off as she's trying to shut down the discussion of affordable housing and all that. So then Karen.
So why didn't you ask for time and just explain everything like you just did?
Because I didn't know this information until like a couple of days ago after the meeting. Like I had to reach out to the developer and talk to these people.
And why don't the city council members reach out and get these answers like you?
From what I understand, because this is
because they're lazy. It's okay. I'll say it. I'll say
From what I understand, some of them did, the ones who are very heated at least, did reach out. I know that the EDC also reached out to all of us to explain their position on it, because there were also accusations made against them.
What was those accusations?
That they misled Karen and Rashida on the TIF
No,
language.
they're playing victim card right now. And I love Rashida. You know what? We got to get her in here.
Okay.
All right, I got to get her in here. Rashida, I love you. And Rashida is a county commissioner. This is a city vote.
Yeah, she's the county commissioner for that area.
Right. You're right.
Yeah. So there were.
I'm going to take her job too then. I'm going to Rashida. I'll run against you. I'll be city council and county commissioner. I'll do both. You're allowed to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rashida, watch out. I'm coming for you.
They
I'm gonna
will.
be busy.
You will be.
I'm going to be busy.
So, like I said, there's a lot of information that was left out. We didn't know, and it just appeared like they were trying to find loopholes and get out of doing affordable housing, and that it was just misled.
That's not the case. It sounds pretty simple. If they take the TIF, 10% affordable housing. If they don't take the TIF, and then it's your call.
Yeah.
Right.
Ultimately, yes.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how it ultimately comes down, and now they just kind of want to change the language to ensure that it.
Speaking of change the language, Amber looked away. She's like, I can't.
I don't know who comes up with some names.
I love it. All right. Well, I tell you what, you explained it pretty well. Thank you.
Yeah.
You cleared that up. You're a better article, and nothing against Christian Brown, but this did not do. I mean, this provided some good information because 100-room hotel, right? 105 parking spots, brewery, restaurant, 56 spaces. Now we learned a possibility of a Trader Joe's or some type of grocery convenience bodega.
Yeah.
Okay, open space sidewalks and plazas, a bus pull off, 330 apartment units. Fantastic. I love it.
Yeah. And also with the retail, though, he did tell me, because I did ask him why the plan changed from retail at the bottom, apartments at top, and he said that, again, because it's being developed by a different developer.
Yeah.
They could not find a developer willing to do that type of concept. I don't know why outside of big cities that's such a difficult understanding to do. So that's why the apartments got kind of pushed over. However, he's still trying to get.
Sounds pretty simple to me.
Yeah. But he's still trying to get the retail side to at least do something small like that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be it's actually multi-story retail.
That's right.
So he's saying
if it gets voted.
Yeah. So
when is the vote?
This week, actually.
This Thursday?
Yeah, this Thursday day after.
I'm going to protest. I'm going to go out there with signs. Yeah. Hell no, we won't go to Trader Joe's.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, he said that with the retail though, because it is multi-story. If he can get the developer to agree to it, that at the top stories he can still put some condos in it.
I love it. Lori's so pissed. Lori, don't be
Yeah.
so pissed. I hear you. We got this. And Lori talks about city council and county commission working together. I agree. Consolidation.
Oh.
Okay, vote for me.
Yeah.
It's time for consolidation. It's time. I'm sorry. This is exact proof of why you need consolidation. Henry Walker. All of that and minor league baseball, that's a big thumbs up from everyone I know.
Yeah.
I hear you.
And again,
all
it's-
year round.
Well, not baseball all
Right,
year round, but
but-
activities and stuff to do in that area all year round. Yes.
Right.
And if he brings another farmers market, then that again, those people there. Oh, he did say that with the retail, if they can get a small supermarket chain or bodega, that he's considering making or trying to get some type of delivery program. So they have to order like a certain minimum and then it get delivered to them. So the elderly in the Red River District, it would be useful to them, or even the students.
Absolutely.
So
Right. Yeah, enough of this nonsense. This is all. Listen, stop being actors and actresses. Okay, Rashida, I'm talking to you. I can't wait to walk into you downtown.
some people
Stop being an actor and actress. Karen, stop being an actor, an actress, an activist. I called this out yesterday in the show.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, listen, Karen set up dog cages outside the downtown market years ago, put Cabbage Patch Kids dolls in them, okay, to protest kids being put in cages at the border, which was the cages built by Obama. I'm just saying, okay?
I wasn't here.
Stop being an activist. Stop it. All right? Enough is enough. Stop pretending. Back to life, back to reality. And Karen, you know I love you. But when I see you, I'm going to be like, listen, hey, you got to stop acting, okay? This isn't even your district, because now you're dealing with my backyard. Oh, I can't wait to run for city
Some
council.
of the,
I'm in now.
It was
I need
mentioned
donors.
that there was opposition against the hotel there, and how the hotel shouldn't be there. It needs to be on Exit 4 with all the other hotels, which doesn't make sense.
Who said that? A city
don't-
council member?
Yeah, I don't remember.
What does it rhyme with?
I honestly don't. There's two names that I can't remember which one said it because
All
they were
right,
going
and
back
you
and
don't.
forth.
Yeah, I hear you, and you don't
But-
want to say the wrong name.
But
I get it.
yeah, but one of them did say it doesn't belong there. It goes by Exit 4 with all the other hotels, and it doesn't
What about
make
the
any
hotel they're
sense.
building downtown?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
It doesn't make sense because when you have the arena, you have the stadium, and you have a bunch of stuff. People don't want to drive across town to stay at a hotel. They want to stay close to wherever they're going. If they're going to something at the arena, they want to stay.
Has
close
anyone
by.
talked to Charles Hand?
I have not. I don't know. But so
Should we
with,
call him?
with this, if you have his number, but with Charles Hand, from what I understand, his
Yeah.
only input in this is the fact that he owns the land and he's selling it off to the developers. That's all I understand of his relationship with this. But I would have to reach out and get more clarity from him.
Let's see.
So
Yep, we'll see. Maybe we'll call up.
Yeah.
Because I would like to. What does he want? He owns the property,
yeah,
and this man does so much for not just downtown, but Clarksville, and
Yeah.
Montgomery County.
and that he's actually, I think, the one building the hotel, the other
Right.
hotel. So
Right.
yeah, and that other walkable space.
I get where they're coming from, and they're just looking out. But stop being an actor and actress. That's just my
I think
take
that
on
a
it.
lot of the issue came from the amendment, the way that it was written, and it was just assumed also that they would be using the money, but it turns out they're not.
I'm saying it.
so-
Karen's a Marxist. There, I said it. Karen, you're a Marxist. Either that, or at least you're sympathetic towards Marxism. There, I said it. I'm running.
I don't-
I'm running. That's it.
I don't know if she would consider herself that, honestly.
Oh,
but-
she is. She is. She supports Marxist movements. I can't wait to see her. And I love her.
Movies?
Marxist movements.
Oh, I
and
think
movies.
movies.
Oh, she loves Marxist movies. She's all about like a good Stalin movie.
I mean, some of them are interesting to watch.
Yes, agreed. Henry Walker, all of that, and minor league baseball, right? Lori Mason, okay, I'm pissed enough to go cut my grass, and have a great day, both of you, and thank you for all you both do. It's not me, it's all Amber. So if there's any hate mail,
Yeah.
Send
And there
it to
is
Amber.
parking in this also.
Yes,
And some
100
some people look at these maps and where's the parking? The blank spaces in between all these buildings are all parking, and on-street parking within. And the roads are actually going to be privately managed.
Yeah, and these buildings right here, whoever owns, good for you. Good for you. Whoever owns.
That's part of the TIF district also up there. So if they ever develop it, they can request tax money.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
You did a good job on that one, Amber. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom. Hey, you're not going to get this discussion anywhere else within the city. I'm just telling you, right? It's honest. It's real. It's not, hey, I have to present myself. So screw it. We're just having a conversation. Just be real. Just here's the information. I'll tell you what, though. If you want to move to this beautiful city on the rise, if you want to buy a house, you want to sell a house, you want to rent a house or maybe a future apartment near a baseball field, man, then you want the best brokerage in the land. And you know who that is. It's Blue Cord Realty, Clarksville.com. Was that better?
I think it was on time.
No, but the singing, was the singing better? No?
I don't know.
You could be honest.
I don't do pitch.
You're such a politician.
No, I just deaf.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, this one.
This is sad. Yellow,
Yeah?
one of the biggest transporting trucking companies here in the country. They're closing their doors. They're shutting down. They're based out of Nashville, Middle Tennessee. 30,000 jobs. Boom. See ya. It's not good.
That's a lot.
Fox 17 goes, shame on you, is the quote. Let's see what we got.
You can't really say shame on them if they're going out of business.
Well, I think it was a quote from somebody that is involved or was working. Here's Peyton Muse.
But again, if they're going out of business, I mean, it's...
Let's see what they have. An ad. Don't do it, Fox 17. Peyton Muse, don't throw an ad in me. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you.
Shame on them. They got to lay their head down on their pillow at night. What they squandered all this money away.
We begin with major news in our local economy.
Oh, no. Now got to worry about Dad's pension on top of this? Oh, boy.
They squandered all this money away.
We begin with major
years.
news in our local economy. A 100-year-old Nashville-based trucking company closing down officially today, leaving some 30,000 employees out of work. Fox 17 News' Peyton Muse is joining us live outside of
up,
Yellow
Peyton?
Corporation. Now, Peyton, you spoke to multiple employees today and are digging into why this happened.
Love me some Peyton Muse.
Kelly, so the trucking company Yellow, you could see their logos and their trucks behind me, was about $1.5 billion in the hole as of a few months ago.
Boy.
And truckers who dedicated years to this company tell me that they feel devastated and let down. And Yellow now leaving hundreds of Nashville employees without a paycheck.
Shame on Yellow. Shame on them for letting 33,000 members go.
This August, Yellow employee Danny Smallridge would have dedicated 32 years moving freights into the yard and on docks. Smallridge is a union member with the International Brotherhood of Teamsters.
I used to work with the Teamsters.
Oh, yeah?
Back in Jersey and New York. I was a carpenter, Local 15, and we worked with Teamsters, Local 814,
Okay.
which my father was a member of.
Interesting.
Right. Do you know how many Teamsters it takes to screw in a light bulb?
No.
14. You got a problem with that?
I-
That's a joke. Okay.
22,000 members and 10,000 other people lose everything they had, possibly. Shame on them. They got to lay their head down on their pillow at night. What they squandered all this money away.
Yellow has long been in financial trouble, taking a $700 million loan from
Lori
the government
knows.
during the pandemic.
Even with their concessions and the $700 million CARES Act, that couldn't overcome the mismanagement of this company.
A press release on the company's website largely blaming the Teamsters for its breakdown. Yellow says the union breached their bargaining agreement, causing Yellow not to be able to make its most recent monthly payments to workers' pension. Yellow waging a lawsuit against...
Yeah, these unions, okay? I'm all for collective bargaining, okay? There's a problem with the unions, okay?
The way they're run these days.
I'm telling you, being a part of it, glad I got out, especially when I was told how to vote, okay?
Yeah.
When you have people saying, hey, you got to vote for this guy, but that politician is okay with open borders and illegal immigration, and that's going to take our jobs here. So why would I want to vote for that guy? Oh, because he lined your pockets?
Yeah.
The union, the Teamsters, threatening a strike.
They wouldn't pay the bill, so we was going to go out on strike. We'd give them another 30 days to try to get their stuff together, and they forfeited. Of course, they're trying to sue the union, which is a joke.
Yellow says the strike further caused clients to drop from the company, leading it to ultimately ceasing operations today. Lendon Grisham is the president of the Teamsters local union in Nashville.
And it's pretty insulting for the company at this time to point fingers at the Teamsters and say you're the blame. The Teamsters are the only reason this company has survived as long as they have.
Grisham says the Teamsters...
He's accurate on that.
Wait, so what is the connection of the Teamsters with
Teamsters
Yellow?
are the drivers and the drivers' assistants and the ones unloading, loading the trucks.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So and they could have went non-union.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, but why is Yellow blaming the Teamsters?
Because they're not ready to blame themselves for getting away from the unions years ago.
Okay.
Whether it was contracts, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they should have went non-union years ago, and this would have been avoided.
Maybe. But also, if they had to take a loan during COVID, it should have been a red flag that something was wrong. Also, back
Yes,
then.
ma'am. Well, I understand that too because you had these states that shut everything down.
Yeah.
I hope we learned our lesson. Okay? I hope we learned our lesson.
And union workers bent over backwards for Yellow.
My mom, Lori Mason, goes, my mom was getting a letter for the last 7 years about how the pensions are dying up by 2025, the year.
Yeah.
Then the government came in and said, we got you. Well, that's when you should always run. And now the government is broke also. Well, the Teamsters who paid in all of these years are screwed. Yes, ma'am. My annuity for my carpenters, lost money.
Yeah.
Lost money last year.
Even taking wages lower than competitors.
I was hoping to retire in 14 months, but that's not going to happen.
Damn. Yeah, I agree,
Now,
Lori.
representatives at Yellow tell us at Fox 17 that the union refused to meet with them and ultimately work out a plan so that the company could survive moving forward. But it's uncertain now if Yellow will file for bankruptcy. But experts and analysts seem to believe that they will.
I mean, with that much money in the hole, where are they going to come up with it?
It's a good pause right there, right?
Okay.
Reporting live in West Nashville, Peyton Muse, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
There you go. It's crazy, isn't it? It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. And Lori's right. Unions used to be for the people.
In the beginning, yes.
Agreed.
The Industrial Revolution and new workers' rights and all that, but it's not been that way for many, many years.
Well, seriously, once you affiliate yourself with some bad eggs and bad apples and bad business, okay, it's never going to end well.
Yeah.
Okay? When you have to do business with these people and these people take over your unions, it's not good. All right. Yep, all right. We got it. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got on this one. It's sad. All right, maybe we got some good news.
Okay.
All right?
Sure.
Skyline 500 rooftop trivia.
Another trivia.
Yes, Wednesdays.
Okay.
Wednesdays at Shelby's Trio on the 3rd level.
Yeah.
It's Skyline 500 rooftop trivia. Yo, it's awesome. You got to come out. All right. I love me downtown.
Oh, yeah.
I love me downtown. I want it represented properly.
Okay.
That's all. Can I sit next to you if I get elected?
Technically, yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I'm 5 and
Yeah?
then Ward 6 is
Can we
next to
fist
me.
bump when we vote on something that we agree on?
I feel like somebody will say something against that.
Why? What?
I don't know.
Why
I
can't we
just-
fist bump? And
I can imagine
no
it.
plexiglass.
We still got plexiglass.
No, I'm taking it down.
Okay.
I'm gonna accidentally fall. Oops, and then tear it down.
Okay.
Okay, and then we could fist bump. Lori Mason, don't forget National Night Out of at Forterra Stadium tonight. Oh yeah. What is that? National Night Out.
I don't know.
I saw it on the news. I just.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. All right.
The grocery tax.
Yes. Shoppers looking forward to the savings.
Yeah.
I took advantage of the closing tax this weekend.
Okay, a lot of people did. I
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah. I went to see my shirt from
Okay.
Marshall's.
Oh. Oh,
See?
fancy.
See? Boom.
Yeah.
I got it for the arms. All right, here's news 5. On this one. All right, shoppers looking forward to saving ahead.
Is it 3 months? Oh, because it's the end of October, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's starting today.
So yeah, it starts today till okay.
There's going to be a lot of tax revenue lost, though, huh?
I meant to ask finance about that actually.
Yeah.
Because at the state level, yeah, there's no
Another
sales
commercial
tax,
for
but I wonder
themselves.
what if we still have a sales tax in the city.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at Marshall's, the only thing that I got taxed on was I bought a University of Kentucky water bottle for
Okay.
Riley Gaines to sign.
Oh.
And I only got
Okay.
taxed on that. All the clothes, no tax. All my new shirts.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look. News Channel 5. What? You know what? I'm getting sick and tired of News Channel 5. I think I'm done using News Channel 5 as a source.
Yeah.
Because if they make me sit through an ad, okay, I'm done. Ah! You're done. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Here we go. We'll go to WSMV, all right?
All right.
Get out of here. Shoppers say grocery tax holiday is big help. Hey, look. See?
News for
A
grocery shoppers
website
in
works.
Tennessee. I mean, look, we could say it this way. Hey, if you eat, we've got some great news for you. The grocery tax holiday starts tomorrow. It lasts until October 31st.
Heads up, actors. Nice people,
Danielle
actors.
Ledbetter shares how much money people are expected to save over the 3-month period.
Each Tennessee
I like
family
her,
will
but
save
she's
on
also an
average
actress.
$100 in taxes. Some shoppers we spoke to
She's
earlier
sweaty,
today say
too.
this
It's
tax
hot out
break
there.
will help a lot.
Barry Grisham is thinking about
See, like
a
that,
lot
that's what
of
we need
people
downtown.
when
A
he
little
Yes.
place like that.
Yes. Trader Joe's. A mini Trader Joe's.
goes to the grocery store.
3 girls, yes. Olivia, Kendall, and Channing.
And their husbands.
One little Eleanor. She's the light of our life.
He says they always have family gatherings with the entire family.
I think it's very beneficial, especially having a large family like we do. And spending
Well, the
a
nonprofit,
large amount
Civet
of
Entry,
money,
CPD,
it really
Fire
does
Rescue,
help
they
and
will
benefit
give out
all of the
free
families, not
stuff.
just
Okay,
us.
that's right, at the
Some
stadium.
of that shopping
That's
Grisham
right.
gets done at the produce place.
Yep, Crime
when
Stoppers.
Our customers shop here, they're literally
That's right.
putting my paycheck
at Bridgestone.
into my pocket.
It's a locally owned and operated grocery store in Sylvan Park. Christy Timms, the GM, said it's going to help a lot of their customers.
Yes, it will.
Produce is so expensive. It's just impossible for people to fit it into their budget sometimes, which is really sad.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Here's what it is, okay? Everybody's getting a veteran's discount every time they go shopping now for food. That's what it is.
Right.
What this is doing is it's paying for the taxes.
Yeah.
Well, in theory.
Grisham says it'll certainly help him.
We always shop and eat a lot of fresh produce anyway, so
I'm down with the
any
fresh
savings I
produce.
can get in buying more of that.
The sugar
will
stuff, though, I don't think
certainly benefit us
that's
in the long
included.
run.
Or should it be?
Alcohol, tobacco, candy, and pre-made items are not eligible, while candy is off limits. Unsweetened chocolate is. Now, for a full list of what is included, what's not included, you can go to our website, WSMV.com, or our free WSMV4 app. Danielle.
What about your cereal, like Fruit Loops? That technically it has sugar.
Get out of here, Barbie. Enough with promoting this nonsense. So, yesterday at the movie theater, right? I'm there
Yeah.
with my crew, Sound of Freedom,
Okay.
right? And these girls are dressed up like Barbie.
Are they really?
That's
interesting.
I've never wanted to just push somebody down.
Mhm.
You know, just push.
I remember when the Harry Potter movies would come out, people would dress up as the characters going to the movies. I didn't think people would do that for Barbie.
Yo, I got Harry Potter trivia on Friday.
Oh, yeah?
I know
Where?
nothing about this. Fallen Brewery.
Oh.
Fallen Brewery, right down the road by the DMV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know nothing.
Do you know Harry Potter?
I know a decent amount.
Yo, come out Friday. Come on, get a sitter.
Get a city.
No, you could actually bring the kid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring the kid.
Harry Potter trivia?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Come on out this
brush up on
Friday.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, brush up, and let's do Harry Potter trivia.
Yeah.
This Friday at Fallen Brewery. All right. Moving right along. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom, Lori Mason. Now parking at Austin P parking lot. Hey, thanks for tuning in and filling us in, Lori, on everything. She's great. Hey, office now, by the way. Will Maluda Boulevard. You're a business owner and need an address? Come be my neighbor. Telling you, all these great spaces. Fantastic. All right. We got to get some snackies.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into this another day. Self-driving taxis in Nashville. I don't know about this. I don't know. All right. Before we get out of here, are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. To promote.
Another trivia?
Yep. To promote trivia tonight at Tennessee Valley Brewing Company.
All right. What is this?
Yeah. So it's R-rated. It doesn't mean it's dirty or anything. It's just teams can be
whatever they want to be.
Right. Right. It's freedom from kids.
Okay.
Right. That's what it is.
Sure.
It's not like it's lewd or anything. It's just to deter people from bringing their kids.
Okay. Interesting.
And that's only on Tuesdays. The other one's a family friendly. But this one, just come on out and have fun.
Yeah.
It has begun.
Sound effects. Okay. Category. It's Clarksville. Okay?
Okay.
These are Dolly Parton fans.
Okay.
All right. And it says, the terrible T-shirts, by the way, for Dolly Parton fans.
Oh, okay.
Right. No good.
That's
Not
interesting.
Good. That's terrible. From their logo, named the business in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you ready? I
Maybe.
modified it a little bit. I had to Photoshop it a little bit, so it's not a dead giveaway.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
What you got?
Well, here's the thing. If I got 5 of them for you. If for each one you get right, you get a point. For each one you get wrong, I get a point.
Okay.
The one with the most points at the end wins.
Okay.
You ready?
That's an easy
We
one.
started off easy. It's a horse and it's black horse. Boom. Okay, here we go.
All right. CD.
You're on fire.
All right, and we'll see.
Oh.
Clarksville.
Oh. Oh, did I give you the 2 easy ones on purpose and now?
Maybe.
What is it?
I'm trying to build my confidence. It's
Uh-huh.
a lie. I don't know.
Come on, give a guess. I need one word.
Clarksville.
It begins with the letter L.
Right.
It rhymes with Liberty.
I don't know.
Say it.
Liberty? I don't know. Oh, the Liberty Park. Okay.
Yes.
I haven't been there in a very long time.
What's the deal with the city and that? How does that work?
I don't know.
Does the city own?
I don't know. I haven't looked into that. That was before.
Could you when you get a
I
chance? I
figured
know
it
you
out,
got a
yeah.
lot on your plate.
Yeah.
But I would love to know how the city of Clarksville is incorporated some way, somehow with this business.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know. It might not. I don't know. They could have sold that off to the
Yeah.
girl. I don't know.
I would love to know.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, here we go.
Okay.
2-1. You're winning.
Sure. Okay. Premier workspace solution. I don't know. Office now.
Very
Oh, okay.
good.
I guess.
Did you guess?
Yeah.
That was great.
Okay.
Wow.
It's the only place I know, like, off the top of my head that has, like, office space.
Very good. Ooh. I went there last night. Right before the movies.
El Toro?
Keep going. L what?
But.
L butt.
But what? Darn, what's that word?
It rhymes with
Bracero.
Boom!
There you go.
Nice job.
I couldn't remember.
Good work.
Ooh, trying to think of it.
El Bracero. Nice job. Hey, Tennessee Valley Brewing Company. Tuesday trivia with Joe Padula. That's right, 7 o'clock Tuesday evenings. It's a good time. It's a party with a purpose. Come join. Yeah, first place. Very good. You won. Yeah, you're king of the hill or queen. Yeah, so make sure that, bring the team. Leave the kids at home, but bring the team. Absolutely.
All
right, let's get out of here.
Sure.
We gotta get some snackies.
Yes, that would be.
Well, I'll tell you what, we covered some pretty big topics today, Amber.
Yeah.
And that beautiful brain of yours filled us in on so many things, so thank you. All right, we talked about the manifestos. You learned about Vivek Ramaswamy. We learned about the Clarksville schools. They are going with the film on the windows and doors, and also the machines. And I learned that they have this whole headquarters where they can see every school. And I learned that...
Good luck trying to get any video footage of your kid, though, if something happens to your child.
Why is that? Oh.
Yeah, you're going to have to get legal on that.
Wow.
They claim it's a privacy issue if there are other kids involved. And it's fighting them just to get a video footage if your kid was like in a fight or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
They have the footage. They just don't like releasing it.
Yeah. And then, we learned so many other things, too. But thank you. Especially with the baseball field stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, just right back. What is wrong to move along, all right? I'm Joe Padula.
I'm Evan Marquis.
And this was the local news that you needed to know. Absolutely.
All right. Have a good day.
The local news you need to know. Weekday mornings at 7 a.m. Watch, listen, and join the conversation. Only on the Joe Padula Show Network. Absolutely.